SpaceX's Starlink Mini system is now available to all customers in the USA without needing a special invitation, and at last it has the option for unlimited Nomad-friendly data plans. We've got the details. Hi, I'm Chris of the Mobile Internet Resource Center, here to give you yet another update on Starlink's Mini system, which was kind of the big news for us last month. Now, SpaceX, for those of you just joining in, SpaceX Starlink Mini, we've been waiting for this for a very long time. It's the smaller, more power efficient, more nomad-friendly version of Starlink, and it finally came out in June 2024, but it came out with some significant limitations. First off, the launch was in the USA was only to invited customers who already had a Starlink residential system and were then adding the Starlink Mini onto that. So not suitable for people who didn't have a Starlink residential system. It was not open to the general population. And worst of all, the data plans that came with the Mini, these incredibly Nomad-friendly hardware, had Nomad-unfriendly data plans that were limited to just 50 gigabytes of usage. So highly capped data plans. You could buy extra data for $1 a gigabyte, but it was not really a suitable mobile household plan that would appeal to most of our audience here. So, well, we've been wondering when SpaceX would come out with something that did appeal to a broader audience and was available to more people. That day is today, July 11th, 2024. SpaceX has updated their website, and they are now taking orders and offering the Starlink Mini to all new customers in the USA, and presumably they'll be rolling out to more and more countries in the future. But all customers in the USA can buy it today. And best of all, there's no longer just that one limited 50 gigabyte data plan. They now also let you buy it with the mobile regional plan, the $150 a month plan that has been the kind of the popular plan with Starlink Standard for people who are taking the Starlink system on the road. So let's compare what's up with these two plans and why would you consider them. And there's also some news on, well, can you use Starlink Mini in motion? So we've got all of those details. First up, on the plans, the two plans you have as available when you order the Starlink Mini is the $50 a month Mini Roam plan. Now this is the same plan that Starlink was offering for $30 a month as an add-on to the Starlink standard residential service, but now this is it without needing to add it on to residential. So $30 is an add-on, and that is still available, or $50 without adding it on to residential service. And this is a plan that is capped at 50 gigabytes of data. But an important clarification that SpaceX has made is this plan, this data is now supports fully in motion usage at any speed. So in the past, a lot of Starlink plans only supported in-motion usage up to 10 miles per hour, and then if you wanted to be going faster, you needed to pay for priority data. This plan, the 50 gigabytes, can be used at high speed. You can use it to keep connected while driving down the road, entertain people in the back seat, streaming videos or whatnot. But, well, 50 gigabytes will go pretty fast if you're streaming. What if you want more data? For this plan, additional data is $1 a gigabyte. It's not going to be a surprise overcharge. You have to opt in and turn it on, but that's the plan. It's $1 a gigabyte for extra data, 50 gigabytes a month cap, $50 to buy it. This plan does support pausing, so if you want to pause it when you're not needing it, you can do that with this plan. And as far as traveling with it internationally, the only information SpaceX published is that you must initially activate it in your home country. So we're waiting for clarification, but we assume that you can, at the very least, like a lot of the other plans, travel within your home continent and maybe further, depending on how this goes. So pay attention to how the actual reports of international travel with this go. But that's the $50 a month, 50 gigabyte Starlink Mini Roam plan. And that plan is only available with the Starlink Mini. But now, what if you need more than 50 gigabytes, like most people who are full-time travelers and want to rely on satellite internet? The Starlink Mini is now also available with the mobile regional plan, and that is the $150 a month plan that has been available for the Starlink standard system. This is now also available as an option for the Mini. It's not any cheaper on the Mini. It's exactly the same price, the same plan. The plan has the limitations of it's unlimited data, but it is at a lower priority than Starlink standard service on Starlink's network. If you want to use it in motion, the in-motion speed is capped at 10 miles per hour. So great for cruising boats like ours. We don't go faster than 10 miles an hour when we're underway. But if you're wanting to use it in an RV going down the highway, that's going to be a limitation. But if you do want more in-motion usage, you can pay for priority data. That priority data is opt-in, turn it on, and it is $2 a gigabyte. That priority data will let you go at higher speeds in motion, and priority data also unlocks usage away from shore. So you can go, SpaceX no longer has a clear map of what they consider land or ocean, but when you pay for priority data, you can cross into ocean spaces. So really makes this a very appropriate plan for nomads of all sorts. Now the plan is limited to its mobile regional plan, so it is limited to your home continent, but you can travel anywhere in your home continent. And if you want, you can upgrade it to the mobile global plan or mobile priority plans that have full global coverage. So this is the great plan that we've been hoping to see. We were hoping SpaceX might have a cheaper version for the Mini because the Mini doesn't perform quite as high as the Starlink standard. But hey, it's here. You've got kind of the great hardware of the Starlink Mini and the plan of mobile regional. Now, the other thing with the Starlink Mini, the hardware is still being sold at a premium compared to Starlink Standard. So Starlink Standard costs $499. Now that Starlink Mini is available to everyone, it is $599, which is interesting because internationally, SpaceX is actually selling the Mini because it's a lower cost to produce. It costs less than Starlink Standard. So in Panama, the Starlink Mini is only selling for $200. That's one of the international countries it is launched in. So maybe in time, the Starlink Mini hardware cost will come down, but $499 versus $599, I think that's a pretty reasonable price. So anybody who is a nomad who is considering Starlink, you now have a choice. You can go the Starlink Standard, which will have higher performance and more power consumption, or if power consumption, size, and portability are important to you, you now have the Starlink Mini as an option. And then with the Mini, you get that option of that 50 gigabyte, $50 plan, which then you can upgrade as needed to the mobile regional. So that is a great way to have kind of Starlink in your back pocket for a less cost and only pay more when you want to have it at full unlimited. And then, well, if you want to pause it, then you can pause it too and pay even less. So a lot of flexibility. We think this is going to be the hardware and the plan that is going to be very appealing to a lot of nomads. And we're excited that it is available to order as of today. So, well, this is SpaceX. Something else might change as of tomorrow, but we think this is going to be the hardware and plan lineup for at least the near-term future. So that's it. At last, we got some exciting news to share and are excited to get some more hands-on time in the future with the Starlink Mini.
These videos are brought to you by our premium members, our mobile internet aficionados. They make it possible for us to track this news and create these videos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, or better yet, consider becoming a member yourself.